defensively, wow, where I begin? Well, defensively, the D line should definitely be the strength. There was a lot of good things I've seen from them, especially when CJ wasn't when CJ wasn't having his reps and they had the I think it was McCord that was getting reps. They had they had better success against him. But overall, I think they were really good. Especially one thing Ohio State really needed to work on was red zone. Now, defensively, they was holding their own. I don't. Okay, this is really tough because it's like, okay, you want your offense to really master the red zone, right? That's what you want your offense to master. But you don't want your defense just giving up touchdowns here over and over and over, play after play. The defense, when in terms of red zone, the defense they showed up. I was very surprised. The secondary, very very surprised. Now when they were doing like full, they had the whole field like to their advantage, and they had an actual referee there. There was some penalties that was called on the defensive secondary. That's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be something to look out for, but there was pass interferences, stuff like that, holding. So they got to work on that. It's April, so they should get better at that. But in the red zone, Ohio State's red zone defense looked a lot better than it did last year. I was very impressed with that. In terms of, you know, letting CJ walk up the field, CJ picked them apart multiple times, a lot of deep over the heads. I'm talking big plays, 15. I mean, not big plays, not 15 yards, but 25, 20. It was a lot of plays over 20 yards that CJ was hitting, just different receivers. I was like, oh, what is going on? CJ looked really good. Now, they did a good job at holding CJ. He was throwing to one side, so it seems that the elite corner was on the other side because they kept forcing CJ to throw to the right side of the field. So that's something. He wasn't throwing left, so there must have been from my vantage point, there must have been an elite corner on the other side because he did not want to throw the ball left at all. He was throwing right he was going right. Now the deep shots were right overhead. He wasn't throwing left. He was not throwing left at all. So we must have an elite. I know I don't know if Burke practiced or not, but just from my vantage point, he was just throwing to the right. He was not touching left. He was not going there at all. But D line, they're going to be the strength of this team. Red zone, they looked a lot better. And defensively, when they went full field, they were getting beat, especially on the right side. Now, the left side should be elite because CJ wasn't going that way. They pretty much held Travion in check. Mayon, he looked really good, but defensively, they had a lot of things to work on. But the left side, they look good. The right side ain't look too good from my vantage point, but it's only April, so we will see how they look in the future.